Japan is a country that has fascinated me for a very long time. I've loved just getting to dive more into their culture over this project and look at more what Japan is all about. So, Japan is located right next to South Korea. Here is a closer look of Japan. So, Japan's capital is Tokyo. And then these are, you can see a closer look at all the other different cities and towns that they have. And these are just a few of them, it's not all of them, but you can also see that it is located right next to the Pacific Ocean and the Sea of Japan. Japan is known specifically for two religions, and one of those is the Shinto religion. So this is a Shinto shrine. This shrine is not used for worshiping or services or anything like that, but the Shinto shrine is specifically for safekeeping of sacred objects. The other religion that Japan is known for is Buddhism, and they are known for their Four Noble Truths that all have to do and revolve around suffering and the end of suffering, the beginning of suffering, everything that has to do with that is what Buddhism really, they focus on those Four Noble Truths. And then this is the New Year's celebration. So this is located in Tokyo. And you can see the fireworks that are happening, and it's just beautiful. So their New Year's celebration is viewed a lot how we view Christmas. It is revolved completely around family and celebration and good food. What I found was really interesting is most of Japan, most businesses closed from January 1st to January 3rd, simply to celebrate the new year. Sumo wrestling is just one of the many popular sports in Japan, and the reason that they still do sumo wrestling today is it goes back to the time of the samurais, where strength was viewed as, it was very important, a very important skill for the samurais. So sumo wrestling still goes on today in honor of those samurai warriors. This is a kazoku, which is another word for family. It can also be translated as home. So the Japanese people actually teach their children some of the same beliefs that we learned growing up and that we'll teach our children, such as trying your best, respecting your elders, working with a team, all those core values that we may not realize that we have, but we were taught. The Japanese are also teaching their children. And then the food. So this is just one of the most popular dishes, but the Japanese, they eat a lot of seafood. And so this is called tempura. And it is shrimp battered and fried. So we eat things very similar to this in America, but they eat a lot of seafood in Japan, simply because they're located right in the middle of the ocean. They have access to some amazing seafood. But I loved diving into the Japan culture and not only learning how they're different from us, but really learning how a lot of their customs and beliefs can be the same and similar to ours, and how we can relate to them is really neat to wrap our brains around.